so here he is, the one, the only, the inimitable Daniel Cormier, high school wrestling coach, former two-time United States Olympian, two-division UFC champion. But that wasn't enough, folks. He wanted to not only be in the video game, but to actually call his own walkout. DC, the floor is yours.
They say at EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game. I'm in the game, and I'm also in the game as I call my own walk to the octagon. It is a phenomenal thing to watch me walk into the octagon with my shirt tucked in my pants tucked in my socks. When you're talking about a fashion icon, you're talking about a guy in Daniel Cormier that looks and fights as well as anyone the UFC's ever seen.
And those are facts, and if you weren't here, what I would be saying is that most opponents seem to know what's coming, right?
Can't stop it.
Can't stop it. We'll see if the man out of the blue corner can stop it here tonight, but Daniel Cormier is back in a big way, and as you just heard, yes, he's in the game. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Makhachev. He trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that he's blue in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Makhachev set to fight DC, Daniel Cormier. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Daniel DC Cormier. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Makhachev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon, one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva. But the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark in this great arena.
And now some separation. Straight right, he misses. Big shots being his head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know, it's still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out! I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. Way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Cormier.
Oh, big elbow.
Nice positional control here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Islam Makhachev. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Islam Makhachev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Big ground and pound.
Ground and pound strike there now. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to... Look at him, he's setting up the choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up. Got that submission locked up very tight. Oh, he's gonna get him with it. He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable. Great defense by this fighter.
Final seconds here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Cormier gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there.
Nice combination.
Oh!
Cannot take too many of those. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, right into mount.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Just work.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he's got his back now. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Islam Makhachev.
Massive shot from the top.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life in the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish. Always offensive, lands a shot from the bottom.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. But at least staying busy on the bottom.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Final seconds here. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev.
Good round.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Lunges forward with a left there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Makhachev gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are gonna take their toll as this fight goes on. Active here in the clinch, and he lands a big shot to the head. Well, he might be working towards an attritive knockout here tonight. As strong as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight. Guillotine jump.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take him out.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Makhachev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Gains great posture and starts raining down punches. If his opponent does not move, this fight is going to be stopped.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Oh, man, another ground strike gets through. It's going to be Motrin in the morning. The swelling starting to appear. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions. This is where he wants to be.
Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
All right, take a seat, sit down, relax, take a drink, slow that heart rate down. Listen, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Focus on it.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Cormier. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight, but we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Makhachev's in half guard now.
There it is. Now he's on the mount.
Under 3 minutes to go in round 4.
Look for that wrist control now.
Cormier's back in full mount.
Changing the position.
Cormier ground and pound from half guard.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defenseman.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling, and it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that I don't know if he can continue.
He's taking a close look. Going back to the referee. Looks as though he's going to allow the action to continue. Fans like that decision, but for the compromised fighter, maybe got to take some chances.
He's going to take a lot of chances now because he's got to rush. He cannot be as patient as he intended to be with that amount of swelling.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent. Oh, right under the elbow, right on the back.
It was perfect. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Now we get... Oh, how good was that judo toss? Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slips through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the fighter heads back to the stool, and man, that is a severe cut that he's dealing with. We'll see if they call in the ringside physician. All right, that'll do it for that round. Makhachev's corner really starting to show some concern right now. That cut is getting worse with every passing strike. We'll see if the cut man can do anything about it. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, Johnny. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round.
Oh, nice.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. That's a lot of blood, man. I think I can smell the B-positive blood type from here.
Yeah, he's bleeding quite a bit right now, and the blood's going into the eye. He needed to address this early. Now he's about to have to go into survival mode. That was nice.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Makhachev's right back to the full mount here.
He's trying to get to a half.
Oh, big shots raining down.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Cormier out of the half guard here. We'll see if he can work for a dominant position. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Makhachev's trying to lock up on a submission now.
That's in pretty deep.
Oh, now he bails on a submission. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out. He's working on the armbar.
Ooh, that submission looks tight. Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm.
He's starting to extend the elbow. This has got to be it. He's got the submission.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to start writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me.
Makhachev ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You've doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-45, and 49-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
So there he is, and still the baddest man on